it's me, Amanda, the Lazy Stitcher, and today is a Stitchy update. I'm going to let you know what I've been working on since the last time I updated, and hopefully I didn't forget anything. I hope you're all doing well right now. It's a somewhat gloomy summer day today, but that's okay. My kids are at camp, so I gotta do what I can while they are there. So let's get started and I'll show you my actual stitching and my stitching progress. The first thing, so I guess I'm not going to do it chronologically, but the first thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to insert a clip of Celtic Summer because I've been working on her on my scroll frame. So, I don't feel like bringing her upstairs to show you. So let's just watch that clip now. Okay, this is Celtic Summer, lavender and lace for anyone who doesn't know. And this is my progress. I'm trying not to get my shadow in here. I am not happy with the progress, but basically what I did as I fend off my dogs, I got down here with the border, which is great. I just have the little back stitching to do, which I'll do soon. And I'm working, I did all of this part of the border on the right. I'm hoping there's one more of repeating here and then like a half a one. And hopefully I'll get that. I don't think I'll get it done this time. And then I did the basket and all of this part of the dress. Not terrible, but really not the progress I was hoping for, unfortunately. She is absolutely beautiful, isn't she? She's on 32 count Summer Storm. Or I don't know if it's actually Summer Storm. It's some kind of storm. It would be Fabrics by Jim now, but Silk Wavers. So just thought I'd show her off to you guys. She's such a beauty. I think the reason that the progress is not so great is, I gotta be real, I don't really like stitching on my scroll frame, unfortunately. Like, I went through all this trouble to get a frame and a stand and all this, and I don't really like it. I really prefer stitching on my Q-snap. I don't like stitching on the frame very much. It's less of a comfortable situation. When I'm stitching with my Q-snap, I'm literally laying right here in bed. I'm super cozy, super comfy, and I'm just super relaxed while I stitch. But it's different when I'm stitching on when I'm doing my scroll frame, I'm on the couch, but like there's this weird gap between me and the actual stand, so I have to like put some pillows behind me. It's just not a very comfortable situation, unfortunately. I'm hoping I'll get used to it, or that maybe I'll figure out a more comfortable way for me to do that stitching there. Or maybe, I think part of the problem too is just how I have it situated. Like, maybe it'll be better when I have a different couch that I could like slide part of the stand under, because our current couch does not have that option. It's like right on the floor. I don't know. It's just not working the best for me right now. I'm going to try to figure something out, but it is what it is. And as a result, I just don't get as much stitching done as I'd like, which is tough because, you know, Celtic Simmer, I work on her once a year. It'd be nice to actually get her done someday. And I feel like at the rate that I'm going, it's not going to be anytime soon. Let's just put it that way. So next, I'm going to show you this is, as if you've watched me before, you know I don't like her. So she's a Dimensions Gold kit. She's gonna look like that. Super pretty, right? I mean, I've seen her finished too. She's gorgeous. It's just, I don't know, for whatever reason, I've made 500 mistakes on this. I don't think I did so poorly this time though. All right, pardon my hanging threads. There's like 500 park threads in this, but here she is. She's on the kit material, which is a 18 count Ada, which you'd think would be easy. So here she is. Now, what I worked on this time, I did a tiny bit of work on the top, which is great, you know. And And then I did this background. I think I did all of that. And then I did details on her dress. Well, I don't think that's technically her dress. Is that her obi? I'm not sure. But I did work here as well. And did work on, like, I did some details, there's some back stitch I added and whatnot. And next time I have some lazy daisies to do. Woody woo. Lazy daisies are fine, but still. I don't really like her. But I'm very stubborn. I refuse to give up. So I'm just going to keep trucking away. You know, she works out when I work on her just 1 week at a time. It works, you know? So hopefully eventually I'll get through her. At the so I went to the Stitch New Jersey retreat. And I'm going to talk about that in a bit, a little bit, because it's weird talking about retreats, because unless you're someone who went to the retreat with me, it's kind of like, I don't know, are people interested in hearing what happens at retreats they didn't go to? Probably to an extent, but anyway. I did quite a bit of stitching there, like more stitching than I normally do, because, you know, I didn't have children or anything distracting me. So anyway, the first piece I worked on there is April Showers Bring May Flowers by Country Cottage Needleworks. And I finished it. So this is the second time I've had a retreat finished. The first time at Stitch New Jersey, so I was really excited. Now, I had worked on this in April, appropriately enough, but the problem was I just didn't finish it. I didn't have a whole lot left. I only had this little bit of border to do. So I went ahead and I was like, okay, we're doing this. And I did it. And it's really, really cute, right? I'm so happy with it. And I'm glad it's done, so I don't have to work on this yet another April. This is on a 32 count oyster linen by MCG Textiles. So they don't make stuff anymore, right? So I think that's the end of this one, but I had it in my stash, so I used it. So that gets to live in my bag of finishes that I haven't done anything with. I'll shame myself a tiny bit, but not too much. Okay, and then after that, I worked a lot on Miss Mary Mac by Lottie Da. This gal is on 36 count doubloon by Picture This Plus. So this is, yeah, she is really close now. She is so close to finishing. It really is just the rest of her dress and her boots are all that's left. So I'm really, really excited, really happy about that. It will be really thrilling once she is finished. My plan is to bring her to Stitch New England, and I'm going to finish her there for sure. I'm determined. So she's going to get a finish. Exciting. And I probably pointed it out last time I showed her, but it's so hard reversed in the mirror. This black is way too low, and I had to do some like major fudging, but you know what? It looks fine. And even with the two lines together, I don't think it looks bad. I love her. It's gonna be a little sad when she's done, you know? She's been a good retreat piece for me. I don't know if I'm gonna start something else that's good for retreats, or maybe just organically it'll happen again. I don't know. But that's my girl, Miss Mary Mac. And then so Arlene does a thing called 3 and 3, where the idea would be you'd start 3 projects in 3 hours. Now, no, as anyone knows me, no, that's not happening. I don't start things. So, but I did want to start something. So I did 1 and 3. I did one new project for 3 hours. I did Night Walk Down by the Blue Flower, which I will properly show. There we go. I love this piece. And I was like, what piece am I the most dying to start? And this is what I figured. I'm still missing a couple of colors from here. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I need to get those soon though. But anyway, I love her. I'm doing her on 36 count Earthen by Picture This Plus. I was in a fabric of the month for them, just to clarify. It wasn't actually them, but it was like through another. Anyway, you get the idea. So this is 3 hours of progress on that one. Yeah, looks real pretty, doesn't it? I love it. That fabric is an amazingly dead-on match for the fabric that's in the picture. So I just worked a little bit on the border. It's not super exciting, but it's a start, and I am happy for my start. Who knows when she'll get work done again? It'll be a little while. I think she could be a decent retreat piece. I might actually bring her to Stitch New England now that I think about it. She might be a good one. We'll see. Okay, and then the last piece to show you for, you know, stitching progress is my piece by Stitch Rovia, A Pirate Sleeps Here, which I'm stitching for my son. My son actually isn't into pirates per se. Not gonna lie, I just really liked. I liked the set because it's a pirate sleeps here and a mermaid sleeps here. I just think they're really cute and I wanted to stitch them basically. And I have kids, so I have an excuse, so we're going for it. My progress on this is quite good, for the most part. So I switched this to my 14-inch Q-snap because I don't like the scroll frame very much. So I was like, well, maybe I'll just squeeze her on here. And it does work. I have to take off the thing for right here, but it works. So basically you can see what I've gotten. I basically have the E, and then I think the sleeps is back stitched here, and then just this is a banner and it's solid stitching. This will take the longest. I'd love to try to finish this the next time I work on it. I think that's a little too optimistic for me for 3 weeks. I don't know. But I should definitely finish it in September. So I'll work on it in August, and I'm hopefully I can set it up for a finish in September. That would be fabulous. And then I can start Sammy's. I know, it's going to take me forever. I was hoping this wouldn't take nearly as long as it has, but I'm just not a fast stitcher, so it is what it is. Okay. I have a lot more purchases and whatnot to show you this time. I normally don't have any of those to show you. So that's exciting a little bit, right? First thing is I went to Celebration of Needlework in May. I'm laughing because I have a bit of a story behind this. So I was going and I was like, I saw that Abby Bella Stitch was going and I was like, man, I haven't seen her in a while. I would love to see her and have a chat. So I got there and I messaged her and I walked around, I did shopping, and I looked around because there's like a few random tables where people were stitching. I never found her. Well, did you know there's a stitchy room there? I feel like the biggest dummy because I've been to this like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. This was like my 4th or 5th time going to this. And I only just now realized that there's a stitchy room. I am such a mess. Why am I the way I am, okay? So embarrassing. So anyway, missed out on seeing Abby because I didn't realize that there was a stitchy room. I should have probably realized it, right? It's just, when you look around, it's not like in any obvious place. It must be on a different floor or something. Okay, so... But nevertheless, I did some shopping. So let me show you what I bought. Oh, and one more thing to tell you before I show you what I bought. It's not that exciting what I bought. So like, I'm not really trying to keep you in suspense, I swear. So I've come full circle when it comes to purchasing stitchy stuff. It's just so silly. So when I first got into stitching, I mostly purchased kits and charts, right? After a while, the kits died out for me, and I was just purchasing a lot of charts. And then I hit a point where I was like, man, I got a lot of charts. This is getting a little silly. So I was like, I need to just kit up what I have. So that's what I did. And I would occasionally get a new chart too, but I would purposely get at least the fabric for it, right? So here I am purchasing fabric, kitting up things that I have, until I have 3 bins about this size full of kitted up projects that I haven't started because I'm just not a fast stitcher, okay? So I was like, you know, maybe I should. So by the time I'm going to Celebration, I was like, maybe I'll just get charts. They take up less space. I'd slap my forehead, but I'm wearing way too much makeup for that. So, okay. So I purchased charts mostly. I did get a piece of fabric, you'll see. Actually, I'll show you the fabric first. So I got, it's Laura's Fabrics, and she was there last year too. And this one's called Brain Fart, which is hilarious. It's just a nice neutral. What? It's a 32, yeah, this is a 32 count fat quarter linen. Very nice piece of fabric. I have nothing in mind for it. I just wanted to support a fabric dyer who was there. Yeah. Okay. Next, actually, you know what? It just occurred to me. I just had an epiphany, sorry. So, I got Springhouse by, you know, hello from Liz Matthews here. Now, this is 2 pieces of fabric, but I just noticed something. I feel a little dumb. Oh, that looks like it would be pretty good for the top half, doesn't it? Pretty good match. Now, this is 2 pieces of fabric. That sounds like a lot of work. Stitching 2 different things and like putting the fabric together does not sound like me, but it is really, really cute, and we'll see. We'll see. I'm optimistic, right? Silver Creek Samplers was there, so I got some of those. This one's called Wings of Change. It says, the butterfly is proof that you in darkness can be transformed too. I think that's I really like that sentiment. It's really cute. And then this one's absolutely adorable. I got Fred's unifying question. It says, will you be my neighbor? And it's a little, oh my god, dressed up like Mr. Rogers. It is so stinking cute. So yeah, I had to get that. And then this one, let's see, Annie B's Folk Art, 4 seeds. It says on it, 1 for the mouse, 1 for the grow, 1 to rot, and 1 to grow. Since I thought that was cute. I do garden, so not this year, but that's okay. It's okay. We needed a break. And then I got Winter Wonderland by Blackbird Designs. And I just thought that was, I like that. Who knows when I'm going to stitch any of this, but that's what I got at Celebration. I'm happy with my purchases. There you go. Okay, next, New Jersey. Went to the Stitch New Jersey retreat and had an amazing time. I was a little nervous because a lot of my friends that are usually there weren't there this year, so I was like, but I had a great time. I still had a lot of friends there, you know, and it can actually work out really nice because you get to know those people even better, right? So I had a really good time. I got to do my mom thing and tell everyone when it was time to eat. Sorry, I'm laughing at myself. Just, you got to embrace the things that you're actually good at, right? So, and yeah, it was, I know, I'm not coming up with a lot of words here. Just, it would be so nice for me to mention people individually, but I get nervous that I'm going to forget somebody. So I'm not, if I mention somebody, we're just going to let it organically happen, okay? References and whatnot, we'll just let that happen. Please don't be offended, okay? Because I'm a lover, okay? I just am very forgetful. So, first thing, I'll show you what I got off the freebie table, which isn't a lot. Because I'm trying to curb my acquirement of stash at this point. Girls got to start stitching faster as opposed to acquiring stuff, right? Okay, so this one was from Tess, one of our my table mates, good friend. She is a lovely person, and she finished this at the retreat. Isn't that cute? I like strawberries, especially as an aesthetic, so I got that. And then this was off of the actual table. It's Teresa Wentzler, Above the Clouds, and it's got the threads. Now, I have the castle, so it seems a little silly to grab this too, but I do love Teresa Wentzler, and as many of you probably know, she's basically decided not to sell her dragon charts anymore, so I figured I'd go ahead and grab it, and then if I don't stitch this within a reasonable-ish amount of time, I can always pass it on, right? And then I also got Quaker Gone Haunted by Michelle Inc. Needlework Designs. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not crazy about the colors in this, but I figure I could pick my own colors, right? I like the motifs and the general look of it. So if I just pick my own colors, I think this will work out really well. I mean, it's not that the colors are bad. Like, they make sense for the design, but I just, like, this green or whatever, I'm not feeling it. So I'll probably do it in more like, maybe I'll do it more in like browns, you know? Okay. And now I'll show you my purchases. I didn't buy a whole lot there. Now I'd lie, like, I did buy stuff. And you're going to see the stuff I bought. But I kind of was like, you know, I really have enough stuff. I have enough charts. I have enough of everything at this point. Now, was I going to completely resist buying anything? Of course not. But I was like, I knew that Crafty Kim would be there with bags, so I was like, I'm going to buy bags. I'll show you the bags I got. And that was the main thing that I felt like I could justify purchasing, right? I did, so I'll show you. I bought one chart from Needlework with Jim. It's a Plum Street called Adorn Your Heart. Isn't that lovely? It's so cute. It's bigger. It doesn't look that big, but it's actually pretty big. Adorn your heart, adorn your mind, knowledge. Oh, okay. Adorn your heart, adorn your mind with knowledge of the sweetest kind. I really like that. I think it's lovely. I am going to check my fabric stash because I have a pretty decent neutral fabric stash. I probably have something that'll work for this. And then I'll have to get the threads for it at some point. So I really like that. And then I'll show you my bags. So I got this one. I thought this could be kind of Halloween-y. Not like, it's not really Halloween, but I'm a little witchy. Tad, just a drop. So I thought that this would, I liked this. I have like warring aesthetics in my mind. Like on one hand, I like the kind of like witchy, but I also like extremely bright and colorful dinosaurs. So, I mean, the two Amandas warring inside. So I just love this. I mean, it's so much fun, right? Right? Thank you, Crafty Kim. She's just a lovely person. I adore her. And I adore her bags. Night Walk Down lives in here. I did get one needle minder that says Witchy Woman. Again, just a little. And I got some Grace Notes fabric because I knew Grace Notes would be there. I feel kind of bad. Like, I didn't get any fabric from Jim. It wasn't, like, on purpose. I did look at the fabric, but, like, I don't know. I have no real explanation for this, why I chose to get fabric from one place and not another. I think it was more that I was trying to hold back and not purchase too much stuff because I knew I wanted bags. So maybe that's why I was like, I won't get fabric. And then once I'd gotten my bags, I was like, okay, now I'll get fabric. I think that's my logic. So this one is a 32 count linen in the color Evan, which is a nice gray. It's almost a little tad purpley. I really like that. So if anyone knows me, I love me a gray. And then I grabbed, this is a 36 count linen in Amanda. Last year, I was very tempted to buy this color because it's my name. Do I need a pink? Nope. I'm nervous because I don't have anything planned for this, but it is a really pretty pink. I'm sure I can figure out something for it. I'm sure I have something in my stash that will work with that. And then this is another 36 count Suri. A nice blue. I just really thought it was a very pretty blue. And blue, while not a neutral, there's a lot of stuff that'll work on blue. If I don't do like a mermaid, it could be something else. It doesn't have to be a mermaid. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that'll work on blue. So, okay. Now, the other thing I decided to spend more money on was raffle tickets this year. Candles were there again. And this girl loves candles. So I was really excited. I wanted candles, and there were other prizes I really wanted too. So I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to go in more on the raffle this year. Plus, as Jane pointed out, it's for the puppies, okay? This is it's really for a good cause. And so I was like, I'm going to go ahead and do more on the raffle. It was very exciting. There were 2 sets of 4 candles, and I decided I'd go in more for one than the other. So I picked one, and I did win the candles. Oh, I love candles, okay? I got so excited. I jumped out of my seat. Even though there were people bringing the prizes to you, I was just too excited. So these, it's Jen Wagner, and she is opening an L&S/candle store in Delaware. So if you happen to live in Delaware, you are lucky. She unfortunately is really far from me, but flossandflame.com. I'll show you her card. There we go. And these are the candles. She also gave away candles to everybody. So this is Sea Salt and Orchid. I was going to open up and smell it, but you know what? You can't smell it, so there's no point. So there's this one's called Volcano. I consider this kind of a summery scent. I think once I'm done burning my current candle, I'll get this out. And then there's 2 autumny ones. There's Autumn Leaves and Pumpkin Spice. And there's one called Winter Hearth. So I'll save that for winter. So, yay, candles. And then, much to my shock, I won a couple of other things. Last year, I won just the candles, but I was a happy girl because I wanted those candles. This year, I actually won some other stuff too. Now, I don't know if I should tell you guys, I had a strategy. My strategy is I would layer my tickets. So, like, I'd throw in 2 tickets every couple of hours or so. And I think it was a good strategy. Now, this isn't to say that Arlene doesn't do a good job mixing, just it still worked, okay? So I won a kitted up project. This was so exciting. I'm like, I won Coming to America, The Woman of the Mayflower, all kitted up. This is so cool. So it's with Newell and thread, correct? Yes. I'm out of the loop, okay? I have no idea what's out at any given time, okay? So anyway, I just thought that this was really cute. Now, it's huge. But it's long and skinny, and like the names, those will go fast, right? So, wish me luck. And it has, of course, the floss. I've got the fabric. And it also includes, oh yeah, I got a little extra Harvest Blessings. There's a needle minder. It's so cute. It's a little pilgrim. And there's a cool piece of fabric in here that is like, it's got printed a page from a dude's diary who is on the Mayflower. I don't know what to do with that, but maybe, oh, you know what? Maybe it's supposed to be backing fabric for this, right? That would work, right? That seems like a sensible use. Anyway, I was super stoked. I think it's adorable. And like, again, I don't normally win those kind of things. But then there was one more really exciting win. And I am friends with Jenna. It's Jenna X Stitches. And her name is, it's a UH. JENNUH X Stitches. Maybe I'll actually type it up like I ought to. But anyway, I saw her post that she had knitted a shawl for the retreat. And I thought it was absolutely beautiful, and I went for the shawl too. I didn't put as many tickets. It wasn't to be a jerk. It's just, you know, yeah, I just, there was a lot of great stuff there, and I was just like, I really want the shawl, but like, you know, anyway, I won the shawl. That's all you need to know. I'm really excited. It is absolutely gorgeous. Look at this shawl. Oh my god, it's so pretty! Right? It's so beautiful, and it's so soft, and it's easy to wash. She gave me an instructions, and it's easy to wash too. So I now have a lovely shawl. I don't have any shawls, so I can wear just, you know. So I'm really happy about the shawl. It's so funny. I'm a summer girly, but like for once, I'm actually going to be a little excited when it starts to cool off so I can wear my shawl. So yeah, that's it. That's all the stitchy stuff. I had a fantastic stitchy time. Oh, I will mention one other thing. I did have maple syrup up for the raffle, and excitingly enough, Tess and Jessie Marie, who were both sitting at my table, won the maple syrup. So we had some big maple syrup winners. And if anyone's interested in maple syrup, we do ship it, mattsmaplesyrup.com, if you're interested. Yeah, and then I'm excited. I plan on going to Stitch New Jersey next year. I'm a little sad because a couple of my good palsies aren't going to be there next year, but maybe some of the people who couldn't come this year will be there next year, and it'll all, you know, it'll be awesome. And you know what? Like I mentioned before, there's always making new friends, seeing more of other people. It'll be great. Okay, I think that's it for Stitchy. I have been here for quite a while. I have so much stuff to do around my house, so I'm going to try to, you're not going to hear, I'm going to keep the life update as short as I can. So, I mentioned last time we're moving to my husband's family, like his grandparents' farmhouse. It's undergoing, like, it's been a bit of a thing. So basically, before the kids were out of school, I worked really, really hard, and I got everything sitting in the dining room. Basically, like, cleared the house as much as I could. And that was all I could really do at that point. I'd done just about everything. There was a few other fiddly things, but whatever. And so now haying is done because, you know, I live in Vermont and my husband and father-in-law hay. But haying's done and firewood is nearing the end. So because of that, I think my husband's going to have a little more free time. And I think the whole moving process should start actually happening. This weekend, there's a town rummage sale. They call it a summer sale now. Sounds a little nicer. But the rummage sale is happening, and we have a lot of great, like, kitchen stuff and whatnot from the house to donate to the sale. We've been offering it up to the family first, like his cousins, basically, the grandchildren. Offering stuff up. If there's anything anybody wants, they can take it. And then, but yeah, we should hopefully get rid of a lot of stuff this weekend, the nicer stuff. And then, you know, the next level will probably go to Goodwill. And then anything that's not so great is unfortunately probably going to get chucked. I hate it, but, like, realistically, we don't need to be moving into a house with a ton of other stuff, considering we already have a ton of stuff ourselves. We don't need more stuff. You know what I mean? Don't need stuff upon stuff, layers of stuff. So, and I'm also going to be, I need to clear out stuff from our house because we have too much stuff as it is too. I'm going to do my best to try to get ready for this weekend, but if it doesn't, it's okay. It is what it is, right? This week, my kids have camp. They have, it's like an environmental nature camp, which is really cool. My son's not liking it very much, unfortunately. I'm like, please just make it through the week, buddy. It's just 1 week. It was kind of expensive. And sorry, I know, tacky, but, like, it was kind of expensive. And I just am like, please make it. Just get through the week. Because the counselor, like, talked to me about how he had a tiff with his sister. They wanted to be in the same group together, and then of course they fight. They actually get along really well most of the time. It's just, kids are kids. They actually, yeah. They get along well most of the time, but he gets mad at certain things. He also is a hangry little individual, so let's hope today goes better than yesterday, okay? They just have today and then 2 more days. Like, just make it through the week. I don't want him to, like, get asked not to come back to camp, okay? I just want to make it through the week. I have too much stuff to do. Those are the main things. Like, soon I'm gonna be moving. My hope is, like, I just want to move before school starts. So then that way, like, we could start with everything fresh, and I think it'll be a lot less hectic than trying to start after school starts, you know? I know my husband wants to do a camping trip at some point. He wants to camp somewhere that you're not really supposed to camp, and it's primitive camping. I'm not really interested. I will camp at a campground. I'm not crazy about it, but I'll do it. But primitive camping, this girl needs a bathroom. Like, I need a real bathroom. I don't mean to be prissy, but I'm a little prissy. A little. And that's kind of like my thing. My line. Yeah, I think that's about everything to discuss. I know this is a longer video for me. You know, there was more to show and talk about, which hopefully was entertaining. Now, what emoji can we do? I don't know. Maybe we'll do a pink heart. I tried to do a pink makeup look today. It doesn't show up as great on the camera because of the lighting I have here. It, like, fades me out. It's supposed to be really pink, okay? So a pink heart if you've made it through till the end, and I hope you're all doing well. I'll see you for a stitchy update probably in September. Bye!